What a fantastic day out here at the Boone County Fair. Temperatures have not been all that warm and it has not been all that humid, a stretch that we've seen really over the last several days, and that continues perfectly in time to kick off the county fair here today. Temperatures have still been in the low 80s for many of us and lacking a lot of that humidity, though the sun coming out making it feel like a nice summer day. Right now, temperature in Rockford sitting at 81 degrees.
Hey Jordan, I brought you some friends.
Brought me some friends.
These guys brought you something.
We, Boone County Fire District 2, we are famous for making our fireman donuts.
Oh man.
We wanted to bring you guys donuts live on the air.
These are heavy too.
Yeah, so
these got some
so
density
good.
to them.
Everybody knows fireman donuts, right? When you think of Boone County Fair, you think fireman donuts. We've been doing it
Here,
since
we'll show these off. Look at these.
and we sell them like crazy. So people, come on down and get your fair donuts. And maybe you'll be lucky enough to see you guys out here tonight, or come stop by. We're here all week. We just want to give you a gift.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
we
so much.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Jordan. All right, we'll have more from the fair coming up.
Awesome, guys. You definitely got to bring some of those donuts home back here.
Well, as Candace was showing off just a moment ago, there are plenty of tractors out here at the Antique Tractor Show, and this is one of them that we got picked out for us, 1968 tractor, and it's a pretty good one. I got a good view of everything out here off in the distance, lines and lines of tractors, and you can also see a wide angle of what's going on here at the Boone County Fair. Just one of the many things that are going on here today, and it's really been a fantastic forecast, even though a little bit on the warmer side. Up here on the top of the tractor, get a little bit of that nice breeze in, so that's helping to cool things off a little bit here as well. Temperature right now sitting in the 80s for many of us across the state line. In Rockford, we're at 81 degrees.
Mimi Murphy is live at the Boone County Fairgrounds for opening day along with Jordan Wolfe. How you guys doing?
Actually, this is Jordan's first time at the Boone County Fair. What do you think so far?
You know, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Okay.
I'm sure that that's a common thing, but it just feels like it goes on and on forever.
What are some of the things you've seen so far?
We've already seen a lot of the tractors. We walked by a lot of the food places and lots of animal barns as well. You can smell that, but you know, that's what you expect out here. That's what you expect out here.
Those are fair smells.
Right, exactly. The mix with the food, that's just what you expect.
Yes, it's just fun. And there are so many things for people to see, especially at the grandstands over the next 6 days until Sunday.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
We continue to see a steady increase in our temperature compared to yesterday. We made it to 82 degrees in Rockford today as opposed to the 80-degree mark that we were at yesterday. Many other spots also in the low 80s across the board, ranging from 81 in Galena to 83, the high temperature in both DeKalb and in Sterling. Here into the evening, our temperature has started to drop back. We're already back down into the 60s in some locations, 69 in Poplar Grove and in Harvard, as well as in Sterling, 68 Rochelle, and in DeKalb, 72 still in Rockford, and 70 degrees now in Janesville. Our weather watcher Megan out in Pearl City reporting a temperature of 73 degrees, a dew point of 64. That's 72% humidity, a fairly light wind out of the northeast, only 2 to 3 miles per hour. Greg in McChesney Park has also a lighter wind, 2 to 3 miles per hour to the east-northeast. 74 his current temperature, 59 the dew point, and still that higher pressure overhead. That has been the driving force of why we've still seen a lot of this lingering wildfire smoke and haze. Although there has been significant improvements from what we had last week, we are still underneath moderate air quality across the state line, with some out to the east underneath the unhealthy for sensitive groups category. So that lingering smoke and haze likely sticks with us as we head here through the night tonight, as that near surface smoke still shows an area of that nearby into tomorrow morning. But by the afternoon, a lot of that will start to lift out of the area, and you can see the concentration of that smoke and haze does decrease quite a bit as we head into tomorrow, so that will bring significant improvements in that regard. Overnight tonight, though, we are still left with some of that haze. Still a fairly clear sky, though, outside of that, with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera overlooking Rochelle. The influence of that high pressure showing it very well. Also, when you look at the broad region of satellite and radar, not a lot of cloud cover, only a few isolated showers well down to our south. That kept us dry, although gradually as we head over the next several days, we'll start to see a slight tug northward in that humidity, and therefore our eventual rain chances. Here into the night tonight, we're down to 63, that overnight low, a mostly clear sky. There is a slim chance for some patchy fog, and we are still left with a lot of that haze. Fog chance mainly because of that lighter wind out of the east. That'll also remain the case going into tomorrow. A little bit more southeasterly wind, 5 to 15 miles per hour. We see another increase in our temperature, back up another 2 degrees, so 84 for that afternoon high. Still left with a little bit of that haze, especially early on, but a partly cloudy sky aside from that. We'll see a steady increase in our humidity as we head over the next several days. It will not be as nearly oppressive as what it was last month, but nonetheless, you will see a noticeable difference as we'll eventually see our dew point climb back above 65 degrees and tugging even close to that 70-degree mark. That also brings a rise in our rain coverage as we head over the next several days going into the end of the week. Starting with tomorrow, our best chances likely east or west of the region, but very, very isolated in nature. You see many spots will end up staying dry for tomorrow afternoon and likely pretty similar coverage even as we head into Thursday. A slightly better chance in the morning, but still very isolated in nature. We're anywhere between 10 and 20% coverage of those showers, meaning at any one given time, at least 70 to 80% of the locations in the state line could end up staying dry, although we'll eventually see that higher coverage as we head closer and closer to the weekend. For Thursday, there is a low-end risk for some severe weather, especially up to our north and our northwest. The Storm Prediction Center highlighting an area, a marginal risk that's a level 1 out of 5. We will eventually see that broader chance for rain, especially as we head into the weekend. That all starts with this bigger upper level low pressure system. We see this bigger dip in the jet stream, bringing a little bit of that stronger wind. That's the driving force behind a lot of our weather systems. And one of these will start to work its way a little bit closer to us as we head into the weekend. So that will bring slightly higher coverage of rain, primarily as we get later and later into the week. But ahead of that, you see the increase in our temperature and our humidity. So 84 to 87, then near 90 degrees as we head into Friday and into Saturday. Better chances for rain, but the cold fronts bring us back down closer to average and into the mid 80s again by the early part of next week.